Roots represent Chicago's cultural richness and long tradition of caring for the land. Routes celebrate the migration of people and wildlife that make Chicago their home or stop here on their path. Roots and Routes is a collective that includes the Chicago Park District, the Field Museum, the Nature Conservancy, and community organizations from the south and west sides. These partners sustain and activate a special place along Chicago's South Lakefront known as the Burnham Wildlife Corridor, also known as the BWC, and the Roots and Routes gathering spaces located there. The BWC is 100 acres of native prairie, savanna, and woodland habitat. It provides food and shelter for the millions of birds and insects that follow the western Lake Michigan shoreline during their annual migrations across the Americas. Roots and Routes gathering spaces are designed by community artists and organizations. They are inspired by ancestral knowledge and an affinity for nature, and they are focused on keeping the culture and values of neighboring communities woven into this natural lakefront refuge. Additionally, the BWC is associated with human migration like the Great Migration, which was the movement of African Americans from the southern U.S. to the Midwest and Northeast during the first half of the 20th century. The tracks for the trains that brought people north to Chicago ran right through this area, and they are still in use today. The space behind me is the Bronzewood Gathering Space. Bronzewood was created by the Chicago Park District Natural Areas crew and includes modern geometric features for seating and reflection in the shaded woodland near Oakland Boulevard. It was inspired by the woven willow sculptural forms and mission of Sounding Brownsville, an earlier gathering space that existed in the same space. Bronzewood contains robust oak sculptures that, like Sounding Brownsville, commemorate the resilience and strength of the African Americans that migrated north and now call the Brownsville community home. The crew members involved in the planning and construction were from various neighborhoods, backgrounds, and cultures. Bringing these viewpoints together to create a gathering space was meaningful for all involved. Please join us. You are Roots and Routes. Help us build this family, learn about and care for all the living beings of the Burnham Wildlife Corridor and our communities.